Hello, welcome back to yet another exciting session of Startup Connect organized by APAC News Network and presented by Dell Technologies and Microsoft. We had the inaugural session. In the inaugural session, the theme was fostering and nurturing startup ecosystem. There we had the presence of Professor Ashutosh Sharma, Secretary DST Government of India, who delivered the keynote address. We also had Sridhar Gadhi, founder and CEO Quentela, and we were also joined by Sudeep Goswami from Dell Technologies, who gave a perspective on how Dell is supporting and strengthening the startup ecosystem to grow. And now we have a special presentation by Saji Kumar.S, Director, MNA Alliances, Device Partner Solution Sales, Microsoft. We welcome Mr. Saji Kumar.S for his presentation. Over to him.
Good morning, everyone. Myself, Saji Kumar from Microsoft. I'm really excited to be part of this event today. The Startup Connect by Dell and Microsoft being one of the premier partners to Dell is extremely excited to be sharing the platform here. As you all know, Dell and Microsoft enjoys 4 decades worth of partnership, not just globally, but in India as well. We cut across various product portfolios, various market segments, and a large set of customers. So we enjoy a very strong collaboration and partnership. As we all know, we are going through very unprecedented times over the last 1.5 years. Nobody expected this to happen. The pandemic has hit us heavily, and India is still recovering from that phase. Hopefully, we all will come out of this soon. How is Microsoft seeing this phase? We would like to categorize this into 3 phases: response, recovery, and reimagination. Response is nothing but when the pandemic hit us, none of us were prepared. It was totally unexpected. It was simply like a knee jerk reaction for most organizations, most people, and most human beings on the planet. We had to respond to the pandemic. That was the first phase of, somewhere around March of last year, calendar year 2020. After the first 2 months, then there was a recovery phase. People were kind of recovering from that shock, trying to uh, run their business as usual, making a lot of arrangements to see that you don't miss out on the marketplace, you don't miss out on competition, etc. But last but not the least, the third phase, which is extremely crucial and important to win in the marketplace, is the reimagination phase, or how we are going to take things forward after a response phase, a recovery phase, and today we are in a reimagination phase. I want to call out an example of one of the small SMB houses in India. This small garment manufacturing company has suddenly shifted gears, seeing some opportunity in the market. They were earlier manufacturing, you know, clothes, but they realized that the market is not going to be there for at least for some time. They first thought it won't be there for 3 months, 4 months, but it was slightly going longer, right? So they thought, how can we address this opportunity of the lockdown phase or the pandemic phase? They suddenly shifted gears in manufacturing so-called PPE kits and importing to various other countries. Sorry, exporting to various other countries. So that is what I say. Finding out an opportunity in a crisis. This is what we all have to do today. Being digital is nothing new to any of us. People are working remotely earlier also, right? Whether it's related to your work, whether it is related to your travel, your banking needs, transportation, or even entertainment, you know, we have been doing a lot of things online. So called a shift from analog to digital was happening. But the difference what this pandemic brought to us is the shift which would have happened in maybe 5 to 7 years happened in 5 to 7 months, because every organization wanted to immediately change their plan to help their employees work remotely. When you say work remotely, it's not just providing a hardware. There are so many other parameters attached to it, which I will talk about in the coming slides. How do you harness the opportunity in this crisis? I already spoke about an example. Right? Some of the 18%, some of the studies which says 18% of the SMB workers in India were mobile, but out of that, less than 40% of the businesses had a strategy in place. While they were carrying a laptop or a tablet, there was no overall strategy to tell the employees like how do you access your office data securely, how do you remotely work from a different environment, all these things. A overall strategy was missing except for having, even for those who had a mobile in place. 91% of the businesses are today implementing work from home arrangements. So if the IT department or the CA of the organization is no more an isolated department. Today, the IT department has to work in tandem with all the other departments, be it a business, sales, accounting, after sales support, whatever it is, because it has to become part of the overall strategy of the organization. Then only you can harness the opportunity going forward. Because more and more people are getting prepared to work remotely. This hybrid is going to stay even after the pandemic. So you need to have the right infrastructure, right set of productive tools in a secure environment to address this. There are various things which you look at when you need to set up a business for a remote work, right? One is working together anywhere. I may be working from an airport, or you may be working from a hotel room. Somebody else will be working from their hometown. Somebody else working remotely, sitting in a public place. All these things. So there has to be an integration, and you have to have the best of the devices for portability. You have to have very strong enterprise grade security features available, because data is the most valuable thing today. You should have features like I am not connected today, but I want to edit some document offline, but need to sync it up with the data later. I need to access so many things on the cloud while I'm on the go. I'm traveling. So looking at all these things, how can Microsoft bring value to you as a customer? What are the top 3 or 4 things which an organization or a customer is looking at today? What we call as work even smarter. One, he need to have powerful protections, which means he need to have safe and secure infrastructure. Because like I said, the most important fuel for any organization's growth today is data. You need to have security in place. You need to work how you work. It is not that somebody else tell you, hey, look, use this device. You work from 9 to 5, sitting here, accessing this. No, I want flexibility. I want to work the way how I would like to work based on my time, my convenience, and my environment. Next is simple and flexible management. We don't have the luxury or flexibility of going to IT department for every problem today. So I need to have a simple plug and play kind of a management feature. That is why we say the best of the devices, the best, look at the Dell portfolio of devices, they run on Windows. What are the benefits in using a new Windows PC? I'm not going to get into each and every feature, but it improves your overall efficiency. It is very optimized for the right hardware, which means you get a much higher battery life. Today, you want to work 8 or 9 hours continuously without plugging into your, PowerPoint, which is possible. There are various other things. I spoke about security. One of the best antivirus software, like the Windows Defender, comes part of your Windows Pro. Reduce the overall cost or the total cost of ownership. It is more expensive to maintain an older PC, which is 5 to 6 years, than maintaining a new modern PC on Windows Pro. That gives you a total peace of mind and overall cost efficiency. Manageability we talk about. We need to have a plug and play. The moment you have a device, any network, any platform, you should be able to work. That's why features like Windows Autopilot helps you work from any kind of environment. And last but not the least, the increase in productivity, which means the various features. See, it is not just having the right hardware, it's also the software which is the fuel to the hardware. It should be optimized in such a way that you have a most productive environment. That's where Windows plays a huge role. Coming to the startups, right? This is a startup connect we're talking about. Why Microsoft for startup? We have a very focused approach for the startups, the unicorns in the country. We have a dedicated team working to help them grow along with that. The mission of Microsoft itself is to empower each and everyone in the planet to achieve more. We have various technologies. We give access to technology to various customers, irrespective of what kind of platform they are using it. There are various features, products, and solutions which Microsoft can provide to startup. More importantly, we give them community support. What is community support? See, we help you build your business. We have various products. We help you build your product stack. We have something called Azure credits, which the customer can use. Everybody may not be able to spend upfront in terms of getting a cloud, right? But you have Azure credits available. There are various other products to help the startups. And running your business, you have Microsoft 365, the most productive office tool today, which includes Teams, which is a collaborative tool. You all need to collaborate today, which is very important. You need to have meetings, you need to have face-to-face chats. All these things are part of M365, where Microsoft Teams is included. Then the Power BI, the Dynamic 365. I'm not getting into the product features, but what I would like to say is Microsoft as an organization is very committed to the startup community. We provide community support. We have technical advisors who can give technical support to the organizations and startups. We have mentors. You can book time with the mentors in terms of having an industry and technology experts talking to you on various technologies or features, and gives you kind of a coaching. And last but not the least, we have a 24/7 support facility, also helping the customers at any point in time. So before I conclude, I would once again like to thank Dell and all its customers for giving us this platform to come and talk to you. All of you, please stay safe and take care of yourself. Thank you.
Welcome to the future. You're gonna wanna get ready. You're gonna wanna get ready. You're gonna wanna get ready. Get ready.
Guys, let's be honest. Working from home is not a piece of cake. Too many calls, too many meetings, and too many disturbances. Luckily, I have my Dell Mobile Adapter speakerphone for all your conferencing needs. It also reduces noise and echo. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, crystal clear.
Sir, when will you clear my payment?
Hello? Oh yeah, there's some network problem.
Some things never change. Speaking of things that never change, I am so tired of sitting in the same place for hours and hours and hours. Which is why I use the Dell multi-device wireless keyboard and mouse. And now I can work from anywhere. Like anywhere. Here. Literally anywhere. With 36 months of battery life and multi-device connectivity. For a young working professional like me, it's a dream come true. Talking about dreams, you wanna know what's my worst nightmare?
Working weekends?
Yeah, kind of, but you're missing the point. This. Exactly this. Which is why I have the Dell Notebook Power Bank Plus. Because blackouts, power cuts, gadgets running out of juice should all be things of the past. And I learn from my past mistakes. I don't even know how many devices I've lost to clumsy water spillages. Lost, but never forgotten. Rest in peace, my friend. If only someone had made a snugly fit and stylish protective covering for you, we would have still been together. So basically, Dell has a cool new range of products that will make work from home a whole lot easier. So use them, power up, and take your game to the next level. So all in all, working from home is not a piece of cake. But it's not so bad also. Sweet.
Patterns flickering on the floor and mellow yellow clouds in the morning. Turn another page, write your story.